Hello and welcome to this video on this Sunday evening. I had some nice battle in arena that I want to show you. I made a new record in arena today, could advance into the top 10. And also there are some nice things I can explain with this battle, namely the functioning of chat and also how Keira works and Faceless and Fox, and how which effect Fenris has when we assign him to a hero. So I want to show you this battle against Gajael. I won against him today. We will watch that in a minute. But first I want to show you this one. Yesterday I tried to attack him for the first time. I think I saw him was then on rank 10 in arena. And I was not that optimistic because his total power is about 488 kilo. But still his team is quite nice for me because he has a rather defensive team using two tanks, Cleaver and Galahad, and then also having Marta and Oliver as a pet. And in addition to that, going with Cornelius and Faceless, so it's rather a defensive team. And against such teams, my attacking line with Keira and Nebula and Fox can yield some good results. But let's see what happened yesterday. So Keira fully penetrates the armor of Cleaver. That was good news. I can see that because she's dealing additional pure damage to dealer, which Cleaver which only happens when she can fully get through the armor. But you see, when she is attacking Galahad, there is no gray number popping up, so this means she cannot penetrate completely get through the armor of Galahad, which is bad news, of course, because she also is not inflicting a lot of damage on this Galahad. And okay, Cleaver fell, but still I cannot get rid of Galahad here. And Marta is healing everyone, and this seems just completely hopeless. Yeah, let's watch the end of this battle. And that was it. I lose in less than a minute. And when we have a look at the stats section, okay, we see Keira did quite some damage. And here we have this little symbol which indicates Fenris was assigned to Fox as a personal pet during this battle, and this helps Fox, of course, giving her some additional. I'll show you this in the other stat. Okay, maybe first we see here damage taken. Okay, Cleaver took a lot of damage and then eventually fell. Healing, Marta and Oliver are doing a good job on healing, and Galahad is self-healing himself with his vampirism. So when I attacked him yesterday like this, I had Fenris assigned to Fox. You can see this here in the patronage tab. It was like this. So Fox gets another 2800 armor penetration and some physical attack, which helps her. But when you see in the stats section, her armor penetration is not 10,000. So she has no chance to penetrate the armor of Galahad, of this Galahad we saw before. But Keira, I maxed out her armor penetration skin, and also the glyphs. Armor penetration glyph is fully maxed, and also the artifacts. The second artifact, Alchemist Folio, is completely maxed, giving her another 10,000 armor penetration. So she really has a lot of armor penetration already. Can give her some more if I can level her up rank wise. Then there are some items that will provide even more armor penetration. On Orange +4, it's this item, for instance. It's plus 160 armor penetration. And then on the red rank, which I plan to get to, there we have this Shadow Queen Scythes, which gives us another 1200 armor penetration. Yeah, so rank wise we can still add a little bit of armor penetration, but then of course when we add Fenris to her, now just memorize this stat, it's 30,000, but now okay, we select Fenris, Then we go back to the stat section, and now you see she has those extra armor penetration, about 3000 coming from Fenris. And when I lost yesterday against Gajael, I thought to myself, maybe I should have assigned Fenris to Keira, so that at least Keira can penetrate the armor of this guy and inflict more damage, more physical damage, but also then inflict the additional pure damage due to Keira's 4th skill. So I said, oh, whenever I encounter Gajael, I have a chance to attack him these coming days. I will try to assign Fenris to her, and also today I decided to attack him with going with Faceless instead of Fox. Faceless has some amazing abilities, especially his 2nd skill, this power throw. Then he will throw back the tank of the opponent, and sometimes this tank cannot immediately get back to the front row, and then the guy in 2nd position comes under attack, and then the chances are that Keira manages to destroy this guy, and in the end there is Galahad left, maybe Marta. And like this, maybe I have a chance to break his lineup. And yeah, the other ability of Faceless, this power toss, power throw, this 2nd skill is really an amazing skill. So you see, I'm planning to level him up now, and I'm not leveling up all the skills immediately because, yeah, I'm not planning on spending much more money into this game, and then one really has to think, not just level up everything fully, because then soon you will run out of gold. And so just concentrating on the important skills, and this 2nd skill, it depends on the level, so he can stun. Not only throwing back an opponent, but then also stun all the others, but only when this is high enough. Yeah, this is now at level 114. I'm planning to get this up to 130 as fast as possible. Maybe also the 4th skill can maybe also afford to immediately level this one up, because this is also nice, this giving some magic defense, because otherwise I'm not sure Keira really does not have a lot of magic defense on her own. We see magic defense, yeah, okay, she has some, but she can do with some more, and Faceless is providing this with his 4th skill. And yeah, so I will come to some lineups later, but now let's have a look at this battle where I managed to win against Gajael. So let's see what's happening. Now remember, Fenris is assigned to Keira. Okay, she can penetrate the armor of Cleaver. She did that also before. Now I was anxious to see can she penetrate the armor of Galahad, and yeah, it looked like here a little bit, but can she really, or what is happening here? Okay, now Jorgen is in front and he gets killed. This is due to thanks to the power toss. Now Cornelius is in front and he gets killed also, I think. Yeah, okay, he took out Faceless as a revenge. But now I cannot penetrate the armor of this Galahad, and this is really hard now. But now watch what's happening. Chet is using his 2nd skill. Forgot the name, but now as long as this green shield is here, he lowered the armor of Galahad now again, and now watch what's happening. A 150 kilo hit, so now Keira all of a sudden she can penetrate the armor of Galahad, and this was due to Chet's 2nd skill. Yeah, let's see the stats. It's amazing. Keira is doing almost 3 million damage, and she is not yet fully developed. Okay, 87,000, it's quite nice, but see, the Galahad is almost completely maxed, and I checked out with this site where you can modulate all the stats of any hero at any given stage. And the maximum armor of Galahad, it seems, is 37,000, and yeah, some additional, but about a little bit more than 37,000. So we remember my Keira has now with Fenris about 33,000 armor penetration, so she cannot go fully through the armor of Galahad. But when Chet, or first let's see, damage taken, yeah, Galahad takes more than 1 million damage, Marta also, and yeah, Oliver and Marta are doing a great job on the healing again. So whenever Chet used his second skill, the acid shot, he yeah, got a temporary armor reduction for 8 seconds at the enemy with the highest armor, and this was Galahad, of course. So then we have this 37 minus almost 5,000, brings him down to about 32,000, and then all of a sudden Keira together with Fenris can fully get through the armor, and this made all the difference, because without she fully penetrating the armor of Galahad, this 150 critical hit would never have been possible. So this, I like this victory very much. Yeah, I know for Arena, Faceless is really a bit better than Fox. Not against all lines, there are some defensive lines where Fox is doing better, but against many lines, especially also the Twins and other lines with Kark, then I think it would really make sense to go with Faceless and Chet instead of Fox, going with this lineup. I think that's the most the best all-around team for Arena for Keira. Now someone asked me in the comments of my video Path of Madness if it would also be possible, or if it would be a good idea to bring in Sebastian here in this 4th spot now instead of Fox. And yes, I would say yes, this is an amazing lineup. Okay, to make it short, I still believe with Faceless it's the better all-around lineup. But when you are up against a line that has a lot of those annoying, especially blinding effect, can be very annoying. When you have a line with Jing Mao, she's blinding the foremost 3 heroes to the front line. And then maybe also there is Artemis who also has a blinding skill, and then half of the time your guys are blinded and Keira cannot really get her full potential into action. But when you have Sebastian, then all those blinding effects, they will yeah, practically be gone. So that would be a very strong lineup against certain lineups. And yeah, he also adds additional strength to, or makes it possible for Keira to land even more critical hits due to his second skill. So yeah, why not to go with this? I think against some lineups maybe you could also play with Sebastian instead of Nebula. But yeah, generally I still believe that the best all-around lineup for Arena would be with Nebula. She really adds a lot of strength to Keira due to her 4th skill. And with Faceless, because he's really annoying with his second skill, the power toss. And then, yeah, when you can additionally control which guy he is copying, then you can copy Chet or Keira. You have many possibilities. Or maybe if the other guy has a Jorgen, then you can control the ultimate of Faceless, the 1st skill, and you can try to copy the opponent Jorgen. So many interesting possibilities. For the campaign, I'm really struggling now a little bit with this line, and I know it would be like this. You saw I passed the Path of Madness with not with Chet, even though he is has more power now than Marta. But Marta is really better for the campaign, and also Siri would be much better than Astaroth now in this chapter 14 and 15. Yeah, Siri, maybe I don't even, well, here she is. So yeah, there maybe Fox is very good in the campaign, also in adventures. Now here, no real need to go with Faceless, because sometimes the Keira is cannot use her first skill or is stunned, and Fox is there in the back line, and she is then helping with the attack. But also with the campaign, you could also go with Faceless now. This would be also very nice. But yeah, I don't want to spend thousands of dollars into this game. I spent quite a lot on my main account, so now I really try to concentrate a bit on 5 heroes, and then yeah, you have to decide what is your main priority. If it's the campaign, then yeah, it's very clear. Then I would have gone with Marta and Siri, but I said no, I want to be as good as possible. My main focus is Arena and Guild Wars, so then Jet is better, and one of the reasons is this second skill. This can make a difference, and especially his fourth skill, providing critical hits, is very crucial. So this is adding a lot of power to this lineup. Okay, Marta is providing speed, I know, but still it does not make up for the fourth skill, providing critical hits. It's just better when you have a physical attack line in Arena. So yeah, and Fox is really a lot of fun to power through many lineups and to power through many annoying opponents in the campaign, and yeah, in adventures against bosses, Fox is really nice to have. Their Faceless will not be the first choice, so yeah, you could also go with Jing Mao. That would also be a possibility, like this. Yeah, but I have more fun with Fox at the moment, and I will stick to her. Yeah, and someone also asked which is the best pet to go for when you have Keira. So there, I'm not so sure. I mean, yeah, Fenris, as you have seen in this battle, makes the most sense, maybe also because he's providing additional armor penetration to the hero you assign him to. So in the battle before, it was assigned to Keira when I passed, when I could yeah, win against Gajael. So yeah, Fenris, I would say, maybe Albus, I don't know. The advantage of him is he doesn't need to be at level 130 to unleash his full potential, because he has armor penetration, and so he will inflict his damage anyway, regardless of his level. But he is not providing additional armor penetration to anyone. And Mara would also be interesting. I think she's very attacking. I would assign her to Fox maybe, or if I play with Faceless here, then assign her to Faceless, because with her a Violet skill, when she's at Violet rank, she will prolong the duration of all those effects, stunning, blinding, and so on. So when the opponent does not have Sebastian, who would be the perfect counter player for the Mara, then this gets really very strong. Also when you use maybe, I know some two heroes that are not that popular, Darkstar, not used by so many players, but Mara with Lian would be terrible. When you have Mara at fully maxed, also fully maxed, then she will triple the duration also of the charm. And Lian's first skill is charming all the opponents for 7 seconds. Now triple that, 21 seconds. And yeah, this is basically all over then, when you have a good line for Lian. Also Darkstar, she has this third skill, this mind control, being able to make the closest enemy fight his own team for, I think, 4 seconds. Then triple that is 12 seconds when you assign Mara to Darkstar. So there are many possibilities, but yeah, also this effect, charm and mind control, can be thwarted by Sebastian. So yeah, it's now we really have a counter to any hero. Also, there is no king now anymore. For some time in the beginning, Ish was the king. Then yeah, he was nerfed a little bit, but if I remember correctly, this was done pretty fast after having introduced him. Maybe 4 or 5 weeks later, they reduced his strength a little bit. But then in the end game, he's just not so strong anymore because they added additional skins providing armor, and then when someone has 30 kilo armor, his maximum armor penetration is maybe 24 kilo if I remember correctly, and then he has just not a big effect when the armor of the adversarial tank is higher than 24,000, then higher than his armor penetration. So this time is over when he was a king, and Kark then was a king for some time, but then they introduced Andvari, and now also the reigning of Kark is a bit over, and now I think there is a counter to any hero. Maybe not directly to Keira, but well, against a lineup with the twins. Yeah, one really has to have a good team. This lineup, for instance, against the twins, it gets critical. I've done also some video where you see yeah, Keira versus the twins, and I think there I would use also Faceless was the key to use him, and as a tank there maybe Galahad instead of Astaroth. So yeah, I think Keira is one of the heroes that doesn't have too many opponents that can really neutralize her, but then on the other hand, she's not as overpowerly strong as Kark before the arrival of Andvari. So many information in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Just one more word to the campaign. Yeah, at the moment I don't play the campaign for a while. I passed it Path of Madness, and if you have watched the video, you also saw that I struggled then in this next mission, and now I think I have to level up. So I will probably bring my heroes to level 130 first, and probably also maxing out the first artifact of Astaroth, so that he gets more armor, this shield, and also the second one. I also have to work on his skin. Now I concentrate on his barbarian skin, so that he can really get his armor up even more, because for this chapter 14 he really needs to have a very strong armor. Ciri at his level, okay, maybe would be much stronger in the campaign, a 50 kilo Ciri, but yeah, now I play with him, so I invest into him. But yeah, those video, I know it now, they will not be the most elegant way to pass this level. If you're looking for an elegant way, then I suggest you check out my video Important Heroes for the Campaign. There, yeah, with Kark is the guy to go for if you want to pass chapter 14 and 15 in an elegant way. Maybe you can also do some stuff with the twins. I don't know too much about them, how they do in the campaign. I know that Faceless and Cornelius is sometimes helpful against the Priest of Seymour. I've done some missions also with him. Yeah. So, but when I am ready here, it will not be the most elegant way, so there is a German word for that, that's a Murks, so it will be kind of a Murks to go on here, so nothing too spectacular, but yeah, that will be my plan, that I can show that also with chat we will manage to reach this Heart of the Capital mission, and we'll manage to beat Kornak, the boss here, and then who knows. So, did I forget something? Yeah, well, if I remember, I will do another video about that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. This is Max. See you next time. Bye.